This was your moment. You should tell that, listen, I'll buy you a wheelchair and you get the on. It's my turn now, Nick. It's my turn.
Democrats are lining up to throw their support behind Kamala Harris. The Associated Press reports that Harris now has enough verbal commitments from the DNC delegates to put her over the top for the Democratic nomination. That, as the Harris campaign says, she's already raised more than $100 million since President Biden dropped out of the race on Sunday. News Nation's Kelsey Kernstein is outside the Democratic headquarters in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Kelsey, right now, what can we expect to hear, and how are things going for the Harris campaign?
You know, Nick, things are going pretty well for the Harris campaign, right? They have announced that they have raised more than $100 million. And what's also interesting is that we are learning that Vice President Kamala Harris, that she is seemingly capitalizing on the double hater voters. And these are the group of voters that don't want President Biden or former President Donald Trump. Now, again, Kamala Harris, she has raised, according to her campaign, more than $100 million since President Biden dropped out of the race, with $81 million coming in the first 24 hours. What's more, that money coming from more than 1.1 million individual donors, with 60% of them being new contributors for the 2024 election cycle. Harris's first day haul is the largest single day fundraising total in American history. That is about more than 30 million more than Donald Trump raked in even after his felony conviction earlier this year. One of the biggest Democratic super PACs, Future Forward, announcing a staggering $150 million raised within 24 hours, coming from donors who had previously been hesitant and undecided. And the Harris campaign says that it has had more than 28,000 new volunteers sign up since the announcement. That's more than 100 times the rate from the Biden campaign. Altogether, the Harris campaign, in their war chest, they say they have near $250 million right now. And with this surge in fundraising, we are learning that there is this thought that she may have the double hater voters. And we have to remember that earlier this month in a polling, 63% of those double haters said that they were embarrassed to vote for President Biden and former President Donald Trump.
Well, with 63% of voters saying that they're embarrassed, Kelsey, that is something to definitely pay attention to. Vice President Harris speaking in Milwaukee today. The wind is clearly at her back. How does she keep that going, Kelsey?
You know, Nick, it's interesting because we have to remember that this is the honeymoon phase for Vice President Kamala Harris, right? She has to maintain the support, and it's remained to be seen if she's able to do that. The initial reaction with the Democratic Party, of course, has been excitement. It has been revival with the Democrats and also the double haters. But we have to remember that she also has to choose her running mate, and that could really sway the voters in either direction.
Again, thank you for allowing us to celebrate you today, for being here, making the trip. We appreciate it, and we appreciate being part of your special day. And now it's my distinct honor to introduce the Vice President of the United States, Kamala Harris.
Thank you. Greetings, everyone. Greetings. And Linda, I want to thank you for all you do to support these extraordinary student athletes. And it is good to be here with so many leaders, including, of course, members of Congress, members of our administration, and our extraordinary athletes. Our president, Joe Biden, wanted to be here today. He is feeling much better and recovering fast, and he looks forward to getting back on the road. And I wanted to say a few words about our president. Joe Biden's legacy of accomplishment over the past 3 years is unmatched in modern history. In one term, he has already, yes, you may clap. In one term, he has already surpassed the legacy of most presidents who have served 2 terms in office. And I first came to know President Biden through his son, Beau. We worked together as attorneys general in our states, and back then, Beau would often tell me stories about his dad. He would talk about the kind of father and the kind of man that Joe Biden is. The qualities that Beau revered in his father are the same qualities that I have seen every day in our president. His honesty, his integrity, his commitment to his faith and his family, his big heart, and his love, deep love of our country. And I am firsthand witness that every day our President Joe Biden fights for the American people, and we are deeply, deeply grateful for his service to our nation. And so with that, on behalf of our President and Dr. Biden, I am honored to welcome all of you to the White House to celebrate the achievements of these great athletes. Every one of them is a national champion, a national champion. In America, tens of millions of people play a sport as a child, and the best of the best grow up to become national champions. Here today, we have 7 undefeated teams, 11 repeat champions, and 20 first-time winners.
Make sure you get your free water test at envirely.com. Here we got Mr. Pollock. He had a cornfield. He took advantage of a free water test from us, and this is what we found in this water. We found sulfur, we found hardness, and we solved these problems with an easy fix of 2 tanks. So get your free water test today. Stay blessed. Click the link below.